Kokui, you promised us that you're going to show us how to take care of our voices. You know, if we have a cold or whatever, we make sure that we keep our voices nice and crisp and ready to deliver.
Exactly, especially, now this is for when you have like a gig of some sort, especially. It's just something quick you can do, or some few quick things you can do. You know, sometimes you maybe have to MC an event.
Yeah.
You have to deliver a speech.
Yeah.
You have to perform like Penn God just did. Or you've got to sing and you've got a cold, you've got so much mucus, you're coughing, you think your voice is gone. And maybe it's that kind of gig that you really can't cancel. Because what I say to people is the first thing to do is try and cancel. Contact the event organizer, talk to them, ask if there's any way you can reschedule or maybe get someone to stand in for you. Because what you don't want to do is go into a gig, have a poor performance, and then they don't call you again. It's better to save.
The thing they remember.
Then they say, oh, yeah, she came, but she didn't sound good, or I wasn't impressed. She was coughing the whole time. That doesn't look good for you. It might be worth giving up one gig to save 10, as opposed to doing that one gig and losing 10. Right? So first things first, if you can cancel, cancel. Not only might it be good for your reputation, it's also better for your voice, not to strain it. But in the events you cannot cancel, here's a few quick things you can do to try to get yourself back, okay? At least just for that gig, until you can rest your voice and get proper care. So first and foremost, drink warm beverages.
Okay.
If you're like me and you like your cold drinks, the time to give up those cold drinks is when you have a cold or cough, all right? Now, warm water, I can't stand. Like room temperature water, I don't like the taste.
I hate it.
You know, I like cold water, but it's not the best when you have a cold or cough. So to do something that kills two birds with one stone, warm beverage going down your throat is good. Now, give yourself a bit of lemon, and a lot of people do this, okay? But let's just remind ourselves. Lemon, you can cut a lemon in half, just a cup of hot water. So hot but not boiling, okay? It should be something you can comfortably swallow. You don't want to burn your esophagus, okay? Lemon, take a little bit of ginger. You don't have to have a whole stem of ginger, just enough to taste and feel a bit of warmth and spice. And remember, zinc is in ginger. Zinc is good for your immune system. The lemon has vitamin C, perfect for your immunity. And then you can add some honey. If you're somebody who doesn't want to have that added bits of sugar, you can take the honey out, but honey also has a soothing effect, okay? Mix that all in your warm water and sip that. It is very soothing, and again, you get the added benefits of those vitamins and minerals if you add your lemon and your ginger. Now you can sip a few cups of that, just slowly, gently, see if that helps to soothe your voice and to move some mucus, which is what the ginger will help to do. So the warm beverage plus the ginger and the lemon will help to cleanse you, move some mucus, and soothe your throat, okay? Now, steam therapy. So we've got this show and tell here, but we're not going to do it. But we all know this, and a lot of people do this with buckets. You know, especially the metal bucket. You put some hot water in there, get as much hot steaming water in there. Now, some people put mentholatum, or what you call rob. Some have some inhaling salts that they use. There's all kinds of things that people can use, like eucalyptus. There's something called oxygenate that I know as well. That's a combination of natural things that you can put in your water.
I've seen that,
It's so good. You put it in your water, and you know how you do. You get the hot water there, you put your menthol or whatever in, you cover your head with the towel, you put it over the bucket, and you inhale the steam. Steaming is one of the best things you can do, because unlike the warm beverage that you're drinking, that's going down your esophagus. It has to go through your digestive system. Steaming goes right through your air passages, which is where the issue really is. If you're hoarse or you've got a cough or a cold, it's your air passages, it's not your esophagus, right? So when you're inhaling steam, that goes directly through your nasal passages, through your windpipe, your trachea. Then you start to get the clearing of mucus from those passages, which is what you really want. And you'll notice it as you're steaming. You'll notice that you might start coughing up some phlegm, start blowing your nose, and you'll see things coming out. Perfect. That is what you want. When you can get as much of that stuff out of your passages, even better, okay? Steaming, morning, evening, as long as the water will stay hot, just inhale it. When you finish, throw it away, wash your bucket, do it again in the morning or the evening until you feel some relief, okay? So that's steaming for you. So those are the first two I would say, warm beverages and steaming as well to help your passages, to help you breathe easier.
I think that during the height of the pandemic,
Yes.
one of the things that came to my attention that I actually did a few times was using the neem tree, but with steaming.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
know, with steaming, and I think that, and then I lost my voice at a point, and the doctor suggested menthol,
Yes.
menthol crystals.
Yes.
So you can throw them in. So instead of raw, you can also have menthol crystals. Put them in hot water
Yes.
and just basically inhale.
And just inhale it.
Inhale.
And
you
it
know,
helps
and-
a lot.
yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned a doctor. The next thing, medication.
Okay.
Sometimes the naturopathy stuff really works, okay? But there are times when you need some chemicals in there too. That's where your doctor comes in. So there are two things. There are over-the-counter medications, which you can walk into any pharmacy and buy. No problem. Then there's prescription medication.
Okay.
Now, if your issue is chronic and it's really not going away, see a doctor, please. There may be a deeper issue, which you don't want to try and self-treat because you don't know what you're treating.
Yeah.
But if it's one of those, something that lasts a week and you've got a hang of what works, fine. But allergy medications, for instance, you may need to see a doctor so they can prescribe the right one for you because there are so many on the market. Now, the thing you have to remember about medication, especially for allergies and things that clear up mucus, antihistamines, they dry you out. If you're someone who uses your voice a lot, if you're a singer, a public speaker, you need to use your voice a lot. Be careful about antihistamines and taking them without proper guidance. It can really dry you. So once you're getting that dry, you have to replenish that fluid, which means drinking a lot of water, hydrating, steaming, replacing that lost moisture. So again, you've got to balance the two. You need the drugs because
Yeah.
it helps to relieve you,
Yeah.
but it's also something that can have a negative impact if you rely on your voice for professional work, okay? So just keep that in mind. With over-the-counter medications, a lot of them are antihistamines, okay? A lot of those popular allergy meds you see, read the labels, I always say, and see the ingredients that are in them. If you need a medication to help get out some of the mucus, look for something that is an expectorant or that has guaifenesin in it. Guaifenesin is an ingredient in some of these medications that helps to relieve mucus. Guaifenesin, expectorants, those cough mixtures, there are cough mixtures that are suppressants. Suppressants helps to make the cough go down, okay? Suppress the cough. Expectorants help you bring mucus up. So read the labels, see whether you're taking a suppressant or an expectorant. Some of them are both. You take that, it will give you some relief. But again, remember, hydrate, replenish the moisture so you don't get too dry. And if it persists for more than a week, see your doctor. Okay, see your doctor and make sure there's nothing more serious going on, and so you can get your voice back and get back to those gigs and make some money. Okay.
Would you advise anyone, as we wrap up, to chew ginger directly?
That's actually something my dad used to do. Every time my dad had a cold, I don't remember my dad having a cold that lasted more than a couple of days. Every time he had even the slightest bits of catarrh or something, I would see him take some ginger, peel it, sprinkle like a little bit of sugar on it, and he would just chew it.
Okay.
And it always seemed to work for him.
Yeah.
Personally, I never really chew it raw like that.
Yeah.
But I don't see, unless it's something that affects you negatively, I don't see where there could be a problem. Just don't overdo it.
Yeah.
Just don't overdo
And
it.
I think a combination of maybe you doing a little paste of ginger with lemon, and then you put some honey in it to sweeten it up a little bit.
Why not?
And then
it's like concentrated syrup.
Exactly.
Yeah, why not try it? And then again, the warmth part of it is the hot water that you would add to make it warm.
Yeah.
And please, again, not boiling water.
Yeah.
Don't burn your throat.
Scald your throat.
Swallow gently. Just quick tips for you to preserve your voice. Your voice can be your money maker, so take good care of it. But the most important thing, vocal rest.
Absolutely.
Rest your voice.
Fantastic. Well,
that's it.
That's it. Go out and go and practice it, and you can also check out our CityTube YouTube channel. This will be there, nicely packaged for you. You can share with your friends. Free advice. On, taking care of your voice.
But one more thing.
Yes.
Okay, since you mentioned CityTube, I do have another video on YouTube that's premiering today. In that one, we have 10 tips on warming up your voice.
Okay.
And you can follow all my socials. And we have a
Warming up
Zoom
your
class
voice.
coming up where people can sign up and register. and we'll be
Nice
doing
one.
breathing techniques. So please follow my socials and stay tuned. But YouTube, Kukui TV, and you'll see the videos on this and vocal warm-ups today.
Nice one.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I had a conversation with Kweku Dako Ankra
Yes.
about places of historical significance.
You know what?
You know, so
That guy is amazing.
we're gonna go on a short break. We'll come back and then we'll get on with that.